Before you watch and listen to this, think, because you will find yourself wondering if you should give into the curiosities you will find in your soul, or continue on the bewilderments, bright facade, my father and God's and their followers' greed and perversions. For I propose to you a new order, a new world of right and wrong, a world that would make the angels stumble and fear you. Dear friends, my name now is Mark Momos. This is my story, or shall we say my revelations. I was born wealthy long ago, around the turn of the 770th year of the second millennium, 70th year of the 18th century, or more easily put, as is always the intent of all my words and behaviors you will encounter, 1700. I enjoyed a privileged youth and education, and followed my father into the priesthood. I was once one of the most well-respected and eminent scholars of law, divinity, and theology at Cambridge, and for that matter, in the world. A gentleman by this world's standards. But unlike other well-educated gentlemen, I repressed my unholy desires in order to take my rightful place in the dark underworld. Nobody but me knows my Father and God's true nature, their true intentions. No one but me is willing to show you more than a veneer of theirs and their followers' true self. Unlike others in the decadent, prosperous society I was born into, I stopped playing my part to perfection. You tell me if your leaders are making it obvious that what you behold before you each and every day is a world ripe with the lust for degradation and despair. I'm appalled when I look at it. I look at it as a place where the only means of survival is a sinner-starved mentality. You tell me its true nature, and if its true nature is made to all, obvious to all. Place in dire need of goodness and prosperity. Place void of even the basics of kind demeanors, thoughts, and actions. You tell me if this is made obvious to you by your leaders. Streets you see are ripe with poverty and degradation, and only remind me to remind you that I am appalled at what you see here, again, and how the people behave, and of their spirits' grotesqueness, which because of my father's ironclad rule, I am not ashamed to say I cannot show you the people, or the entire depravity of their spirits, even though he himself takes you to them every day, and you accept what he calls their employments and love for you, because it is his word, knowing not of the harm that is behind it. A harm that comes from getting you to lie to yourself. Harm easily administered after you grant your leaders their demands for your true nature's self-deception. What is it to favor those with less beauty and power than us? To love your own hate to gain favor. We indeed cannot undo what the Lord has done. We must turn away from the sadness God and man create in this world, as best as we can. Many, I assure you, will not be with me in our fields on the judgment day after their fabled apocalypse. but will join them in what they unjustly convince you is heaven. This heaven of theirs is a place instead I offer to you as a place of unfathomable sadness and impurity. And be it theirs the entire time there, either the minute that you gaze upon him when you enter the gates of their heaven, or 100 billion millenniums from that time, that you realize that they weep and lash at themselves for their choice. And their minds and bodies finally realize that they have joined with the malcontents and uncivilized of heaven, hell, and every place in between, backwards into ignorance and darkness, compared to our dark realm. I beseech thee only to provide this with the limited morality I believe you still have left, that these ideas may one day be accepted by you as absurd theories, dark tormented poetry, since to wish for much more from you and others of my fathers turns the tide of self-deception towards myself. You'd be doing me a personal favor if you joined me in leaving the vulgarity of these people in the streets, and my Father and God's perspectives and criteria for worthy of employment of their riches. The streets, behind their bright, prosperous look, are everywhere a disgrace. A generation of poverty lies steeped in squalor here. Do not mind if you in your fear or in your confidence in your leaders do not boast of this as social constructs and revelations, unmatched learned brilliance as you do of those who you follow now. For I firmly believe that stories, fictions, fairy tales, visions, and revelations can only be as real as the hearts that believe in them.